Yeah, I know this game has come out with a lot of glitches, a lot of bugs, even the performance has quite a bit of lag, and I think those are really the three issues for the game right now. During its launch and its patch, is that there's still glitches, there's still bugs, and the game actually lags quite often, especially when you go in certain areas. If you take away the glitches, if you take away the bugs, and you take away the lag that you get depending on what areas you end up going to, I think overall this game has the potential to be the best game of the year. It's unfortunate that things have happened with this game that really feels like it's disappointed the fans that were really anticipating getting their hands on this game. I don't really know if it was the developers, I don't really know if it was the management or the investors. Like clearly something happened and there was some kind of miscommunication between somebody that caused this game to come out in the condition that it was in. And I understand how people are upset because, a lot of times this game was delayed, and it was always delayed because they wanted to make sure that the performance of the game for all platforms and just the game overall, its performance was optimal to be good without the worry of having too much of an issue. Unfortunately, the game came out kind of being just as broken, or I would have to say more broken than some of the games that has come out this year. But I think, like I said, this game has the potential to be one of my favorite games, and I still absolutely love playing this game. I think the game is still enjoyable, and I kind of grind through the bugs and the glitches and the lag. It is frustrating when I do have to deal with the lag, glitches, and bugs, but I just really enjoy the concept of this game so much that, and I'm kind of bearing it and going through the game. So far I got this game as soon as it came out, and I've been playing it non-stop. I wanted to stream a couple of my games, but I just get so caught up in the character customization and then just playing through the game that I haven't really streamed anything yet, but I want to kind of get to streaming Cyberpunk 2077. It's because this is a game for the last week that I've been playing consistently. Just because of how much I love this game. I love the concept of the game. I love the fact that it's a game that's mature. It has drugs, it has nudity, it has pretty much a good story, good characters, and I just find pretty much the lore of all these different classes quite intriguing. I've always enjoyed like Dungeons and Dragons, and I feel like because this is based off a tabletop game, there's kind of like some kind of RPG Dungeons and Dragons theme to it, except and it's more about technology than medieval classes. So I really do like the game, and it's unfortunate what kind of happened with Cyberpunk. No, because it is interesting how you can kind of have like that kind of Dungeons and Dragons almost kind of concept where you can customize your character, and they have certain status and skills they can get based off of like dexterity, cool, and all that other attributes. But no, I've actually really enjoyed the game so far, and I've been playing a lot of it since it's come out. It's just really regrettable that it has come out in such a broken condition. And, the fact, like, apparently I've been watching YouTube and there's some kind of lawsuit, it kind of frustrates me and worries me. Just because, I don't want that to pretty much put a halt on the progression of improving this game. And I'm worried that the lawsuit will actually prevent the game from having that kind of gradual improvement to its overall performance because of how crippling the lawsuit might be if it does end up being the case. But I honestly really love this game. Like I said, I like it for the fact, and it's a mature game. It's based off of a tabletop game that's similar to the themes of Dungeons and Dragons. I've always enjoyed the Dungeons and Dragons concept, and I kind of like that it's not really based on medieval classes that you can kind of mold to your preference. I like the fact that it's more based off technology and different ways that people use technology or combat skills.
Best fixer in all of...
Thought Dex was the best.
So I've actually really enjoyed the game from playing it, and I've went through like maybe half the game or a little less than half the game multiple times just because of how much I've been enjoying the character customization, and then just the overall kind of like depending on if whatever life path you pick kind of does seem to impact the game to a certain degree.
How long's the afterlife been around?
Longer. Don't know by how much though.
Gotta be the oldest club in Night City.
And the most respected. Don't forget that bit.
Say I wanted a drink named after me. What would I have to do?
But yeah, I've been playing the game and I've seen some weird glitches and bugs, and I've definitely noticed some lag.
Mid-op would be best.
What a beautiful...
But like I said, despite the fact that there's lag glitches and bugs, you know, and I really do enjoy this game quite a bit, you know, and I find like the potential is really there to be the best game of the year, just because of how much lore there is with Cyberpunk, and it's just intriguing the different ways that these characters implement technology to use with combat or outside of combat. And the fact like it's kind of like attribute points with almost similar to Dungeons and Dragons, and I kind of like that concept. So I've enjoyed it, and like I said, I do like the fact that it's a mature game. So there's nudity, there's drugs, there's sexual themes and stuff like that. So I'm kind of happy to actually finally play a game that came out this year that feels like it's more mature.
Guess dying's a small price to pay for going down in history.
I live like a legend first, though, huh? Death. It's nothing but the final flourish.
It's kind of funny too, because when I was first playing this game before the first patch, I had no issues with the game. It was mostly after their first patch, day one patch. It's when I've been noticing the lag and noticing the bugs and glitches more so than anything. Not as much as before they did the patch.
I remember that. Heard you were Dex's latest finds.
Just biz. No big deal.
This game is cool though. I like it. I like it quite a bit. I'm just, like I said, worried about the lawsuit. If they do end up trying to do a lawsuit against the company. Just like if the lawsuit, if it ends up being the case, you know, and how like negatively will it impact the progress of improving the game's performance. That's, I guess, what I'm concerned about from looking on YouTube videos about some kind of lawsuit that might be potentially held against CD Projekt Red. Just pretty much my concern is like, is that going to actually hinder the improvement of its performance of the game from CD Projekt Red, because they're dealing with the lawsuit and don't have really time to improve the game's performance. So I think like with everything that's going on, the lawsuit isn't really that great for CD Projekt Red if there is a pending one that actually takes place, or kind of like actually happens. Because like I said, the game is really fun, and I've enjoyed the game quite a bit. And I do definitely believe there's a lot of potential to this game, because it's a game that really feels unique, and it's not really a game that you don't really see it all that often.
Alright then. Set your butts down.
Make sure you help back at the scaffold.
A few Reapers less in the city.
Sweet booth. It's soundproof?
Jackie.
Nah. Mr. Wells is right. We're gonna be going over some sensitive material. But if it's alright with y'all, I'd like to start with a question.
Yeah, I've kind of made like, what was it? 6 different classes. 3 males and 3 females, all down different life paths of Nomad, Corporal, and then Street Kid.
Well, as I could have, I guess. Walked around Konpeki Plaza inside from that raw beach.
No, and it's just fun too, because like you can really customize your character in the way when it comes to
So you know the
when it comes to the attribute points and the attributes. When it comes to cool, reflex.
Man with the millionaire name and no
What else is there? Tactical ability.
Parker's special friend.
Like, I just like the fact like these things like tactical ability, reflexes, body, intelligence, and cool can really make your character feel very unique.
So she just want to see what's good, or was there something else?
And that's what I kind of like. You know, and besides the game being mature and having like mature themes, whether it's like nudity, sexual themes, and whatever, I really do like the fact like you can really customize your character with the reflexes, the body, the intelligence, the cool, and the tactical ability, because it really makes your character feel extremely unique. And the fact like you can make your character feel very unique based off of any other character you decide to make is actually something that I find really intriguing. That's like also one reason what I loved about Dungeons and Dragons, because you can focus on a character that has a lot of health, you know, and is very proficient with you know, in strength, with dexterity, and so forth. And I like the fact, like, you know, and depending on what you put your points in, can give you athletics or more proficiency in street brawling. Even cool, I like the fact how it can give you stealth or cold blood, and that kind of like really can give that uniqueness to whatever character you choose to make, and how like depending on that, it gives you like bonuses to dialogue
Orc or chick?
that you can choose
I don't
from.
know. Sent out mixed signals, so I got mixed feelings. One night sipping Champaradise with Yorinobu. Next night chatting it up with regulars at Lizzie's.
So I kind of understand like how people are very annoyed, because there are some people like play through the game because they really enjoy the game and can kind of bear cope with the bugs and the lag and the glitches, just because they enjoy the game so much that they're willing to cope with it or put up with it. And I'm kind of on that fence. But unfortunately, some of the glitches and lagging and the bugs are so bad that they can't progress through the story and can't even play the game. For some people, and that's kind of a shame to be in that kind of situation. And then others, it just seems like the game's working okay. So there's definitely some kind of platform issue, and they really need to kind of figure out exactly what they need to do for each platform, whether if it's Xbox, PlayStation 4, the next generation consoles, or current generation consoles, and PC. And I think they really need to kind of like really figure out what's the problem for each system, and kind of correct, you know, in each system.
How about we go over the plan? What you got for us, Dex?
Like I said, though, I'm really concerned about the lawsuit. I don't want, if there is a lawsuit, I don't want that kind of like impeding the progression of improving all the overall performance of the game. Because like I said, the game I feel has a lot of potential.
Well, here goes nothing.
Because it is a game that feels really unique.
Ops-wise, should be a stroll on the beach.
Elaborate. I want to hear it.
And it kind of takes key elements from other games like Skyrim,
You'll stroll right in, thanks to
and
your
then
car.
some other games too, but it still feels very
And
unique.
if bugs help, you'll reach the Hotel 7.
Mine and the Flathead.
Last but
It goes without
Like, I
saying,
think like out of all the
Cyberpuck.
games that I got for this year, I think Cyberpunk was the most anticipated game for me. I think it was the game that I really was anticipating the most, just because I like how unique it is. I like the fact you can really make your character feel distinguished from any other character you choose to make throughout the game. You know, I love the fact like it's a mature game, and then I love the theme that it's more based on the future and more based on technology that you can kind of use in combat or out of combat. I just love the lore of Cyberpunk that I've kind of looked at so far through the trailers. That has really intrigued me as well. So there's a lot to this game that I've really enjoyed. And there's just there's multiple aspects to this game that I've really enjoyed that's made this the most anticipated game for me of the year. And I really feel like there's a lot of potential because of the history, because of the lore of Cyberpunk. I love the fact, you know, I'm like us, well, this is a mature game that has, you know, insensitive themes, whether if it's sexual themes, nudity, and so forth. And like I said, I love the overall, like, just pretty much how
Not low.
unique and distinguished you can make your character be, and how you can make him really excel at specific things when it comes to different ways of how they want to confront conflicts within combat.
And who's providing transport? A top-tier netrunner and a lead-proof plan and intel? You sure you want to go down this road?
I just wish that it came out as such in a broken state. And it was confusing too, is because like
Jack's right, Dex.
they delayed the game so many times, talking about pretty much how they want to like patch up the game, or they want to kind of like
That's my final.
what was it?
I can live with that.
Yeah, they want to kind of like improve the game, then they want to patch the game, or they want to like,
Since I gotta run from
you know,
the
and just overall polish the game is the word that they kept using. And the fact is like, okay, if you want to polish the game, like how many times do you have to delay it just to constantly polish the game?
Got some deft suits, so you'll look.
And at the same time, I kind of understand where like
Thanks, D.
the people that are putting in the money, not the producers, but
All depends how
yeah, and the people that are giving Cyberpunk or CD Product Red the money to make this game, I can understand where their frustration is coming from because of the amount of delays that Cyberpunk has had with this game coming out.
You sit tight, heads down, because old Uncle
So
had
like,
soccer to watch.
you know, and I can understand that because you know, and it's constantly made the stock or the money go down for the overall like. I don't know. This game has just been kind of like a shitstorm.
Be there when you come on comms. Any other issues? Now's your chance.
I'm good.
That's
Let's roll. Nope.
And getting rich, you mean?
I was gonna say publishers, but it's not the publishers. Producers, not the producers. Oh, there's the word in the back of my mind, but I can't think of it. I don't know. I think there was honestly, like I said, just pretty much a lot of miscommunication between management, between the developers, between the people that are. Fuck, it's not producing. It's.
With Delamain, you leave your
Oh, it starts with a P, the word I'm thinking of.
Bitch. Better fucking believe I will.
I see no reason why you should be using expletives.
Oh, yeah? What about that time I wanted to hire you for my cousin's bachelor party, huh?
Unfortunately, we do not take on such contracts.
3 months I'd been saving up scratch. Yeah, water under the bridge. Hit it, Del.
Before we begin our journey, I must verify the identities of all customers. Please proceed to connect your personal links.
Oh yeah, I got a piece in the oven. I should go and do that. Grab that piece out of that one to overcook it because I'm just warming it up. This game is fun though, honestly.
Package activated.
Like I think it's the funnest game I've played so far this year. Despite the bugs, glitches, and the lag.
Excelsior.
The Excelsior is a package tailored to our premium clientele.
Top quality.
It's by far, it's definitely my favorite game this year. Like I said, despite the glitches, the bugs, and the lagging.
Combat mode.
My apologies.
No, and I think if they kind of like take the time and are allowed to have the time, or at least given the time to
Down an army of
and correct its performance, overall performance for each console. I think the game can kind of come back, but I think they need the
Dex
time
ain't skimping, is he?
At least we got
to
some
kind of like
sort
patch things up.
process going, huh?
Because like the game's out and there are glitches and bugs, but that doesn't mean that they can be fixed. I mean that it can't be fixed. It can be fixed, but you know, I like the developers and CD Projekt Red just need the amount of time, or at least be given the time required to fix it, or to kind of smooth things in the game.
Wouldn't get overly excited.
And that's kind of what frustrates me, because now apparently this lawsuit isn't going to help, I don't think, give CD Projekt Red the time that they need to kind of patch things up for all the systems and all the different consoles.
Got some kind of problem.
And it's like, the thing is, people are upset about the bugs, which I understand, because it is frustrating playing a game that's not allowing you to play the game because of the bugs and the glitches. But these are things that can be fixed. And yeah, definitely this game probably should have came out without them having to fix these issues.
Our destination.
But these are issues that can be fixed and corrected given an appropriate amount of time for them that they need to be required to fix these things. Of course, probably would have been better if they had more time to first fix it before they released the game, instead of releasing the game and then fixing it. But and the fact is, even though the game has been released with all these bugs, glitches, and lagging, with the frame rate dropping, it's something that it can't be looked at, and it's something that can't be fixed. It can be fixed. They just need the time, given a certain amount of time to be able to do that. And yes, it's a shame that some people are going through this game, playing through this game, bearing the glitches, bugs, and lagging, and it's unfortunate some people can't play or progress through the game because of these bugs, glitches, and lagging. But like I said, it's just something that has happened with a lot of games besides Cyberpunk 2077. Maybe if Cyberpunk kind of came out in a worse state than other games. Like if you look at Avengers, you look at other games that come out, those games were pretty buggy. But within a certain amount of time, and these developers were able to fix those games. And it's the same thing with Cyberpunk 2077. I'm sure if CD Projekt Red is given enough time or adequate time that they need to require to fix these things and patch things up to make the performance of the game smoother, I'm sure they'll be able to do it if they are allowed, at least if they are given that time to do so.
Got static. Say something, Bug.
The greatest crimes issue from a desire for excess and not...
Like I said too, it's not like Cyberpunk's the game that came out when it's the only game that came out this year with a bunch of bugs and glitches. And look at Avengers, Marvel's Avengers, that had a lot of issues that people were going through. Maybe not as much as Cyberpunk, but it still was pretty buggy as hell. I almost felt like it was another Anthem situation. So, this year, Cyberpunk isn't the only game that's had this issue that's come out with bugs and glitches, instead of making sure there was none before launch or release.
I want more hours, Stop.
Fuck off, both.
Yeah.
Okay, tech checks out, looks like.
Será mejor que sí.
Stay in touch.
Thank you for choosing the Delamain service, and best of luck. I shall await here for your return.
Shit's finally happening. Almost forgot, no iron, huh? All right, Harry. Let's go. Hold on. Let me grab the flathead.
So I guess what I'm saying, is this game has the potential to be a great game. And I'm sure, like in every other game that's come out with lags and glitches and bugs and shit like that, they've eventually corrected the issue, given the appropriate amount of time that they needed to fix it. And I think it'll be the same situation as Cyberpunk. If you give CD Projekt Red enough time to actually look through what's the issues for when it comes to the glitches and bugs and the lag, I'm sure, given the appropriate amount of time that they need or that's required for them to fix it and make the performance a lot smoother, and they'll be able to do that. But, and they need time to do that. And, and like I said, Avengers has had the same issues that came out with bugs and glitches, and they were able to fix it given a certain amount of time. And I'm sure other games, had the same thing. So I think people just need to honestly be patient, give CD Projekt Red some time to kind of figure out what's wrong and fix it. And like this game has pretty much only been out for a week or 2 weeks. So, and some games have actually even taken a lot longer to, and fix the bugs and the glitches. So don't forget, like, this game's only been out for like a week or 2 weeks. So, like, if you give it the amount of time this game has been out, like, a lot of other games that have had the same situations as Cyberpunk 2077, and have actually taken a lot longer just to get their first patch out. The fact that they were able to at least get one of their first patch out so quickly within pretty much the same week of the game's launch, or very close to it, is pretty impressive. So,
Shit, no good. Not part of the
No, and you can tell that CD Product Red cares about this game, and they're putting an effort to try and fix the issues that this game has had during
What the
launch.
hell, Pete? I said stop!
Hello, this is the reception desk. Apologies for any disturbance.
Stevie Shaviro, assistant to Taki-san. How can I help you?
I'm in the process of checking in a Mr.
Victorino. Good, he's arrived. Please send him upstairs immediately.
Of course, right away. Taki-san is expecting you. He awaits.
I'd like to stop by our room first.
You'll be in the Lapis Lazuli suite on level
I think I'm making this character cool and reflexes.
42. Oh, one more little formality. Please validate your SID chip.
Honor's all yours, Harry.
Everything seems to be in order. We wish you a pleasant stay.
Thank you.
Better get going.
What the hell, B? I said stop! Do I gotta do everything?
Sorry, I just blanked.
How are you able to seduce the world's most expensive model?
I did not seduce him.
Those girls, I don't know. That got pretty rough.
Bar don't look too shabby.
Welcome to Konpeki Plaza. We don't do reservations weekdays, so feel free to grab any available table. Or a couple of stools at the bar if you prefer.
Could bring Misty here one day when we close this deal.
You will, I'm sure. Now let's go check out our digs.
Yeah, right now I'm playing a game on PlayStation 4.
We nailed the part, or
I like it too, because instead of this game kind of feeling like there's similarities to Skyrim or Elder Scrolls, I like the fact like it's almost has like that Mass Effect kind of romantic relationships you can start working towards. I really like that too, because that's what I liked about the Mass Effect was the fact like you can actually slowly build romantic relationships with certain characters in Mass Effect. So I like how you can do that in this one as well.
well, here we are. Lapis.
We're in our room.
Pretty snazzy. Too bad we ain't staying the night. Nice choice, Bug.
Didn't pick it for snaz. Offers quickest access to the Dweller and servers.
Sí, me acuerdo.
Now you fire up the flathead and find the shackles. Simplicity is sometimes toughest to master.
It's 12:03.
Who's it this time?
I might have to go to bed.
That one's mine.
Just got home from
Where's
work,
the shack?
so I might take a nap, start playing the game tomorrow, maybe stream a bit of the game tomorrow, but I've been playing this game like non-stop almost. Well, maybe not on non-stop, but I've been playing it pretty much the entire week. It's the only game I've been playing this week, well, since its release.
Flathead prepped to go?
Because I like it. It's a game I've really enjoyed.
Got a winner.
And it really is a shame that CD Product Red is going through all this, through all the issues that has occurred. I think that, like you said, it just needs time. If you give CD Product Red enough time, I'm sure they can fix things that are the issues with the game.
Mierda, little conch stock.
Just gonna stand there and look at it? Gonna have to switch to manual control. V, take the control shard from Jackie. Gonna link your Kiroshis to surveillance.
I understand
so you can guide
that
them.
investors have lost quite a bit of money. It's understandable why they would be upset,
Here.
but
Here goes.
Patching you through to in-camp view.
Well, that's the thing too. Like, I understand the investors being upset. I understand the investors getting annoyed because of how much time this game has been delayed and how long this game has taken for release. And how much money the investors lost through the amount of delays and the time it took for this game to be released. So I understand how frustrated the investors are from like the amount of loss of money and revenue. So and I don't blame them for being upset. No, I don't want to blame the developers for being annoyed because of the lack of proper management for overall. So there is a lot of issues during the procedures and the production of the game, and it's really a shame because this game is really good, and I think if CD, like I said, if CD product is this CD Red, CG, CD, I don't know, Product Red, whoever developed the game, and if you give them enough time, like any other game that's come out before them that has had issues during launch when it comes to glitches, bugs, and lagging, and they've eventually have given them enough time, they were able to fix those issues. If you give CD Product Red enough time, I'm sure they can fix these issues for all the platforms that this game is on. And I think, people just need to be patient to give them enough time to correct the issues. And not kind of put them in even more hot water or frustration or anxiety or that they're and that they're already dealing with or coping with through this whole debacle. So, like I said, it's really unfortunate how things have gone down for this game. Because, like I said, I really do enjoy the game, and I think there's just a lot of potential for the game. And I could definitely understand, like, management's frustration, investors' frustration and anger, and, and the developers' frustration and anger. And I think, what happened was there's just, like, between the three of them, I think there was just, like, not really good and clear communication between management, between developers, between the investors. And because of lack of good communication through the management, through the developers and investors, it has caused the predicament that this game is in right now. And I think, I think there just needs to be clear communication between, developers, investors, and management. And, some kind of like compromise and working together to kind of get this game at a better state than what it's at right now. And if you just pretty much have that more clear communication, and then and give CD Projekt Red and developers and the coders and that company enough time to correct the performance of this game, I'm sure and investors will get their revenue back. But I think and the developers just need the time to really do what they need to get this game to a more functional state. And I think that's the thing right now. And is that. And the investors kind of maybe as much money as they lost, and kind of bringing them CD Projekt, this company, CD Projekt Red, to court. I don't think it's really going to be the best way to get their money back. It might be, it might not be. But I think, and I think pretty much this is not the only game that's had issues during launch when it comes to glitches, bugs, and lagging. And other games have gone through the same things, maybe not as bad as CD Projekt Red for this game and its performance. But eventually those companies that have similar issues, that have had that when it comes to these things during launch, have had enough, when they were given the time that they needed or required, they were able to fix the games and bring the game's performance way better than what it was during launch. And I think CD Projekt Red can do the same thing. I just think that with this company, once again, you just need to give them time to kind of do the patches that they need to bring the game to a more better performable state than what it's in. And I think they will be able to make their revenue back or their money back, and there might still be a loss through for the investors. But I think at the same time, though, it's going to be a lot better than what they could be losing. But I don't really, know the court system and all that stuff. So maybe and they can make their money back through court. But if they do that, then and they're I think at my point, and they're just giving up on a game almost that has the potential to be a good game. And I think, and if you give CD Projekt Red, because I think they're passionate about this game, they can fix the issues that this game has had during launch.
Hey, Bug, it worked.
Ain't seen nothing yet.
Got any idea how much those things cost?
Keep moving. No time for
But
backpatting.
I don't know. I'm really passionate about this game. I think it's a game that I really enjoy. I like the lore. I like the theme of the game. I like the fact it's a game that's mature. There's not a lot of mature games out there right now, and besides the game being mature, I do really enjoy so far what I've learned about the lore of Cyberpunk and just the overall theme of the game. And so far, the story has been very intriguing, and the characters as well. Especially the fact, like, it's a game that you can really customize your character in so many ways.
Okay.
Dweller's just beyond the door. Flathead can jimmy the lock.
Looks like he's having trouble.
Shit. Gotta be another way. Let me think. Got another cam other side of the door, but it's disabled.
Want me to enable?
Yeah, look around for a CCTV port.
Got the port.
Okay, have the flathead jack in.
Okay, he's at it.
Now toggle over to the other cam.
Dweller's inside.
Just as planned.
Still weird, the hotel's only got one runner.
Decent dweller's as good as a dozen rank and file.
Flathead ought to be able to neutralize him.
Good thinking. Let me graft a demonoid onto your link. And you know you gotta jack the flathead directly into his chair, right?
Make it sound like I'm new at this.
Okay, sent. He's all yours. You'll have to get the flathead in there first, though. Shaft may link both rooms, looks like.
Let's figure it out.
Now toggle over to the other cam.
Might have found our way in.
Send the flathead over there, then toggle over to the second cam. Now toggle over to the other cam. Flathead into the chair, V. Jack in. Got him! Love those demons.
Flathead stays, right?
To keep an eye on the Dweller, yeah. Punching into Konpeki's main net. You go ahead and log out.
Así es como se hace. How you feeling?
Fine. A little dizzy, that's all.
Bug, how you doing on time?
You there, Bug?
Yeah, I'm here. So, listen, ice is thicker than I thought. Piercing it'll take a couple hours.
Couple hours? Can't do it any faster.
Want my brain to burst into flames? Just sit down and enjoy your snazzy sweet.
Thanks. I will. V, you take it easy, okay? Rest up a bit. What do you think? Why'd you give it all up?
Who gave what up?
Yorinobu Arasaka. The good life, I mean. Old news, I know. Just got to thinking's all. It's like, think. You've got everything, right? Eddie's, education. Your pops can snap his fingers and turn half the fucking planet into a nuclear wasteland. But instead, you're like, nah, fuck it. And what do you go do? Start a fucking gang. Steal dragons or some shit. You ghost from your fam, chip some real skin, and play gang leader for a few years. For what? Hello?
Ah, fuck him. Why do I need to care about some bougie prick and his street kid fantasies?
Must have been a who, huh? I'm Yorinobu Arasaka. Would you folks like to join my gang? Poser with court protection. And the name, too. Steel fucking dragons? Oh, man. A wannabe Gangoon's wet dream.
Got bored of being rich and then got bored of playing tough.
Fucking tourist.
Tourist or not, he just walked into the lobby. And we are back in biz. Penthouse security is neutralized.
Perfecto. Let's start the show. Hey, Bug. Were you on comms that whole time?
3.5 hours.
About that stick up the ass.
Mean the one up mine?
Slip of the tongue, you know?
I know. Now's your chance to make up to me.
awkward silence. You, wanna hear a joke?
Now? Seriously?
Okay. So why'd the Rocker Boy's output kick him out of the apartment? Because he wasn't chipping in.
Jesus Christ.
Not bad being heir to the Arasaka Empire. Sure is shit better than being a son of Raoul Wells.
Guys, focus. The safe. And make it quick.
Why? What's the rush?
Sigon Yorinobu's gone dark.
What is he, a fucking sorcerer?
Some kind of dead zone's my guess. Have him back in a sec. And you do your damn job.
Looks like Yorinobu left us a party gift.
Ain't much, but it'll have to do.
What now?
Jack in your personal and make us rich.
On it. Your turn, Bug.
Give me 2.
They got winged visitors. Bug.
Don't know who, but staff's abuzz. All 200 on their feet, can't keep still.
Can't say I like this. How much longer, T?
Shit, Yorinobu's penthouse bound.
Fuck him! Open the safe!
Almost got it. Done.
Cream.
Let me look to this, huh?
Relic intact?
Bioshard integrity, 100%. I'm guessing that's a yes.
Good, let's go.
Fuck, too late. Yorinobu's about to walk in. Find cover.
Where?
That pillar, try that.
You fucking kidding?
No! Inside it, now!
We're in.
Which don't solve our problem, T.
I fucking know our problem's still there. Let me think for a sec, okay?
I thought Atom Smasher.
Bodyguard.
Horse. Night City legend. Bleak motherfucking one, too. What's the play?
We wait.
They approach from the landing pad?
Shut.
May I ask why? Code red initiated. Code red has been initiated throughout Kenpeki Plaza. Please remain in your rooms and follow all instructions given by
What?
staff.
What? Know what this means? Security's gonna swarm the place any second. Oh my god, we're so fucked.
Bug, need you to get us out of here, now.
Give me a sec.
Have a sec.
Fuck!
Okay, got something. Window, now! Releasing the lock. Should see a ladder. Ladder... Oh, fuck. Oh, no, 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 not now! I've been made!
Bug!
Pinche Dios Santo Bendito. Just lost T.
Fuck! Fucking Major Leagues. Happy now, Jackie?
Jackie. Look down. Yep. That's fucking high. Shit. That trauma?
If they're here for Saburo, they're a little late.
Just hope they didn't see us. Chica la madre. ¡Anda, feo! Oh, shit!
one?
The relic! Madres! Oh, this ain't good.
Jackie, you're bleeding.
Worry about me later. Get the relic. Container depressurized. Biochip integrity at 94%. Fucking drop it. Carajo. Parker! Call her!
And tell her we fried the case?
Just do it.
V? Konpeki's all over the feeds. What the fuck's going on there?
Got a problem. Cryo case is damaged. Biochip's integrity at... Jackie?
86%!
86% and drop it.
Shit. Okay, listen to me. There's only one thing you can do. One of you's gotta slot the relic into your neural port. V,
What the hell
you there?
are you talking about?
The relic can't be isolated. It has to be nested in a safe environment.
Well, someone's gotta do it. En el nombre del Padre, del Hijo y del Espíritu Santo. Amén.
Jackie, you okay?
No. I guess. Don't feel any
Once
different.
you're back, we'll take out the relic and run a full brain scan and sweep. But you two need to get the fuck out of there first.
We're working on it.
Hell, we'll be there in a couple. Be ready. Got it?
Certainly, Mr. Wells.
Better be fucking certain. We gotta somehow reach the lobby. Only chance to hit the garage. And we best be quick. Ahora sí. Gray.
Code Red has been initiated throughout Konpeki Plaza.
Understood. Over now. Keep your head down.
I ain't got time for this
Drill why they send in Saka Special Forces.
Take a real quiet.
Special Forces. In the lobby now. We're gonna sweep the building, all floors.
Surrender! You have no chance of escaping!
¡Chingada madre!
Neutralize him! Some fucking psychopath threw himself at me.
What?
Saburo Arasaka. 150 years. And today, of all fucking days, that's like some divine comedy shit.
You call this funny?
Yeah, I do.
Your liver could be fucked.
Had it coming. But Sylvie will get out alive.
Why? 'Cause you fucking say so?
Don't take this out on me. I can see how the chips are falling.
Gentlemen, got it!
Welcome.
We'll have problems if you don't fucking drive! Not bad.
Client feedback noted.
How's our ride looking?
Tip-top. Though alas, we are being pursued. Please remain calm. Roadblock ahead. Brace for impact.
Phew. We did it, Jackie! We fucking made it!
I guess we did.
My medical diagnostics indicate that Mr. Wells's condition is critical.
Take us to Ripper Dock, now!
Apologies, but that will not be possible. Our itinerary has been pre-arranged and paid for in advance. I am not at liberty to alter it.
Fuck your liberty! Do what I say!
It's okay, V. Oh, hold out.
I suggest you try to keep Mr. Wells conscious.
We'll be getting preem jobs left and right now. Hear me, Jack?
You're gonna be rich, mijo. I can feel it.
No, Jackie! We're gonna be rich, you and me!
Biochip. Hold on to it. For me.
Mr. Wells has passed. Where shall I take his remains?
What?
The Excelsior package provides for the disposal of passenger remains free of charge. I merely require a destination.
I want to be with his family.
Mr. Wells's closest blood relative is Guadalupe Alejandra Wells, proprietress of the El Coyote Coho Bar. I will make sure to deliver him safely. Mr. Deshawn awaits you in room number 204.
See you in the major leagues, Jack.
anything.